Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's fun and festive look, I'm doing a Christmas look for you guys and I hope you guys really enjoy it. It's very traditional Christmas, so I did gold on the eyes, a bright red lip for my lips, and also 'tis the season to be sick and I'm currently struggling with a cold, so sorry if my voice kind of sounds a little nasally. I feel like half the videos I have filmed lately I have been sick in. And I have a terrible immune system. Like, my doctor says it's normal, but I'm pretty sure it's not because I'm sick all the time. But sorry about that if my voice is bothering you guys throughout the video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel and supporting my videos I'm making. Let me know down in the comments below on what kind of tutorials you guys want to see next. So yeah, thank you again for watching this video. I hope you guys love the makeup like I do. So enough babbling. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel and watching this video especially. And without further ado, let's learn how to get this makeup look now. Starting with a completely bare face, I'm going to be prepping my lips with some Vaseline, and then we're going to move on to prepping the skin. And I'm going to try this new product I have. It's a sample of the Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm by Josei Maran. I'm using this as a soothing makeup primer, but personally I don't really think it soothed out my skin that well. Left my face a little bit more on the tackier side. For foundation, I'm going to be using Too Faced Born This Way, and this is a really awesome foundation. It is personally one of my favorites, and I'm using an Artiste brush to blend that or buff that into my skin. I think this is number 7, not quite sure. It's the medium size foundation brush, and this color did not match my neck perfectly, and that's because my tanner was still developing on my neck, but it matched my body perfectly. And also the balm that I put on to prep my skin, I don't recommend because the foundation was really tough to blend out. And now I'm just doing a second layer on the areas that need more coverage. And then I'm going to blend everything out and also push the foundation into my skin using my beauty blender. Now I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Corrector in Peach, and I'm going to place that underneath my eyes where my darkness is, and then I'm going to blend that in with my favorite brush ever, the Morphe E20 brush. Next, with Tarte Shape-tape in the shade Medium, I'm going to be highlighting my face, and I'm going to be placing that underneath my eyes, the chin, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead, and I'm going to be blending that all out with the Beauty Blender. Now using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Medium Dark, I believe, I'm going to be covering up a few blemishes I have on my face that are peeking through the foundation, and then just tapping that in with the Beauty Blender. We are moving on to cream contouring, and this is by far the best cream contouring palette out there, and this is in shade number 30 from MakeupForever. It's called the Pro Sculpting palette, and I'm going to be using that cream contour color to contour my cheekbones, underneath my lips, not the bridge of my nose, but the side of my nose to make it more narrow, and my forehead as well. And then I'm going to be blending that in with one of my new favorite Morphe brushes ever. I completely forget the name of this brush, but I will leave it down in the description bar, and it is awesome for blending out cream contours. Then using the matte highlight shade in the palette, I'm going to be highlighting my nose a bit further just because I like the look of a very highlighted bridge. I think it's very pretty, and I'm just going to blend that out with the Beauty Blender and also my finger. Next, I'm going to be using my really tiny sample size of the Sunbeam from Benefit. This is a really pretty golden liquid highlighter, and I'm placing that on top of my cheekbones to add some dimension for the powder highlight we will apply later, and I'm going to blend that out with my finger, and it best blends out with the finger instead of a brush or sponge. I will also be applying that to my Cupid's bow and the very tip of my nose. Using the best setting powder ever, the Mercier translucent powder, to set underneath my eyes in the other areas where I highlighted. And if you guys are curious, I am talking to my dog who made a surprise visit. Everybody meet Shelly. She is a Labradoodle and a runt, and she's 10 years old, and she's the freaking cutest dog ever. Look how cute she is. So cute. And I was sad when she left. But anyways, I'm just going to finish highlighting the rest of my face, and now we're going to move on to the second powder, which is the RCMA No-color powder. And I'm using this awesome MAC brush. No idea what the number is. Really sorry. I'll have it down in the description bar. I like this powder because it gives me a really airbrush look on the face, but I do feel like it leaves a little bit of that white color on my face, and it makes me look a bit more pale. So now I'm going to go in with my third powder, which is the Revlon Naked Skin powder number 40. Just dusting that on the areas where we put that RCMA powder just to add some more color. I know this is a lot of powder, but your makeup will last so much longer, and you can thank me later when you do it. NARS eye primer, my holy grail. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. Eyeshadow creasing is not a thing with this. This is the best primer on the market, hands down. Moving on to brows, we're going to be combing up the hairs with a spoolie, and then I'm going to be dipping into the MAC Brow Gel in Dirty Blonde, and I'm going to be using a synthetic angled brush to apply that product with, and I'm shaping out my brows with that product, so the bottom and the top part, and then we're going to be filling in the brow with Anastasia brow powders. The first powder I'm using is Blonde, and mixing those two shades and using a random brow brush, I'm running that color through the beginning part of my brows because I like to keep the very center of them light. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Caramel and only using the darker side. I'm going to run that through the rest of my brows to darken them up and add more definition. I'm now going to highlight / carve out my brows, and I only like to do this on the bottom part of my brows, not the top. And I'm using a concealer brush and the Tarte Shape-tape that I use to highlight my face to do the same underneath my brows. And I'm going to be using my Holy Grail brush from Morphe to blend that out. Now I'm setting that concealer with the RCMA powder, and then we're going to set the brows with the Anastasia Brow Gel. With Sigma's Cream Color in Unveil, I'm going to use my finger and apply that to my entire lid, and this is going to be a good base for our eyeshadows to stick onto. For eyeshadows, I'm first going to start off with this well-loved shade, and this is by Makeup Geek, and it's called Creme Brulee, and I'm using my travel size Sigma brush E25 to apply that into my crease, and this is going to be my transition shade, so I am applying it a little bit higher towards my brow bone and really buffing it out so it's nice and diffused, and I'm keeping this eyeshadow pretty rounded. Next, going with Urban Decay's eyeshadow in Beware. Love this shade, such a great neutral warm tone brown. I'm going back in with another travel size Sigma E25, but this brush for some reason is very flat, so I'm using this to really put that color into the deep part of my crease to really contour it. I'm taking the Morphe R40 brush to really blend out those two shades in the crease. Now time for the star of the show. I'm using MAC's Dazzle Shadow in I Like to Watch, which is such a unique gold color. It's like a true gold, but with lots of bright yellow and a hint of teal sparkle in it. It is so pretty, and I think a really fun twist on the classic gold eyeshadow look. And it applies most opaque with the finger, so that's why I'm using my finger instead of a brush. Moving on to my bottom lash line, I'm going to use Creme Brulee with the same Sigma brush and run that across my entire lower lash line. And I am trying to bring this shade a bit down more just to make my eyes look more open. And then I'm going to dip back in to Beware with the same brush, and I'm going to run that across my lower lash line to add more color and more dimension. Now I'm taking Makeup Geek's Mocha eyeshadow, and with the Sigma E25, I'm running that closer to my lower lash line, again adding more depth to the under eyes. Taking this black shade from the Naked Basics palette, I'm going to be using a flat definer brush to push that along my upper lash line, and I'm using this as my eyeliner to define my lashes, make them more black, and give them a nice base to apply my eyelashes on. I'm next using the Sumptuous Infinite Mascara from Estee Lauder, and I've been really enjoying this mascara. I will say it doesn't volumize my lashes as much if it lengthens, but I still feel like it's a really good mascara, definitely worth a try. And I like how the brush actually has long, spiky bristles, so one side is a legitimate comb, and it's really, really nice to grab those lashes. Okay, we are moving on to the rest of the face, and I'm going to contour and bronze my face using the Sleek Contouring Kit in Light. And I'm using the Bobbi Brown sheer powder brush to apply this with. I really love this brush. It's been one of my favorites for years. And I'm applying that color to my forehead, and then I'm switching brushes to a Morphe brush. I'm forgetting the numbers, but I'll leave it down below. And I have been seriously loving this brush for contour. It's my favorite brush actually for contour. Then I'm switching brushes to an eyeshadow blending brush to contour the bottom of my lip and my nose. And then I'm going to move on to blush, and I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorite blushes, which is NARS Orgasm. Such a beautiful peachy pink color. And I'm going to be applying that with an angled contour brush, very fluffy, so it's not going to apply it too heavily. And I'm placing that on the apples and going back to my temples. And then I'm going to highlight with my favorite highlighter ever. This is the Fenty highlighter in Killa and Hustle Baby. And I'm using the more shimmery side of the two, and I'm applying that with the Artist Couture fan brush to my cheekbones. And then I'm switching to the same small blending eyeshadow brush to apply that to my cupid's bow and the bridge of my nose, and also the inner corners of my eyes. Next, I'm using another highlighter. This is from Artist Couture in the shade Illuminati, and I'm applying that to the tops of my cheekbones to add that extra sparkle and glow. And I'm also going to place it on the inner corners of my eyes and then also underneath my brow bone, just for that extra glow. And I'll be doing my lashes off camera, and I'm using Monda 747 Long. Alright, so I did my eyelashes off camera, and I quickly want to jump on to talk about my lips, what I'm going to do. So this makeup that I've posted on Instagram, I think a few times, I've always used the MakeupForever acrylic artist lip paint in number 400 Iconic Red. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this color, but I kind of want to use something that's a bit more like a traditional red for like a holiday glam. This is like an iconic red, but to me it has a bit of like a pink tone in it. It's a very unique red color. I absolutely love it, but I just want to use something a bit more traditional. The lip color that I'm going to be using is going to be like a hot, fiery, like really warm tone red, and I absolutely love this color, and I really wanted to put this on my lips, so that's why I decided to go with this one. And this is a Laura Mercier Paint Wash Liquid Lip Color in Vermilion Red. Holy cow, this color is absolutely amazing, and it looks so good on tan skin, and I tanned for this, so here it is. I'm going to start with the MakeupForever Aqua Lip Pencil in 8C. This is an amazing lip pencil that prevents lipstick from bleeding, and we all know that is not a cute look. Time for the best part, and we are now applying the Laura Mercier Liquid Lipstick in Vermilion Red. I cannot tell you guys how much I love this shade. I cannot recommend it enough. It is not like a typical liquid lipstick where it dries out the lips. It actually is more moisturizing. They don't emphasize the lines in my lips, and it lasts for a very long time. And to finish out the look, I'm going to be applying some eyeliner. This is the Too Faced Perfect Eyes Perfect Black liner to tightline, and then I'm going to use the MakeupForever Aqua XL in shade number D62, and I'm applying that to my waterline. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed the makeup and my Christmas tree. Definitely, if you recreate it, don't forget to tag me in those photos so I can see all your lovely recreations of this look. I hope you guys are having an awesome holiday season like I am, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys!